Good afternoon, everybody. This is our mic check. If you can see us, if you can hear us, give us a thumbs up so that we'll know everything is working properly. We will start in a couple of minutes promptly at 3 o'clock.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. It's fine Monday after a long, hot weekend. Start with the Cloudland Canyon. I think it went well out there this weekend. Won't touch on that too much, but I'd like to hit on it because it's important to a lot of people out there, and I think they're doing a good job. They're still allowing the 150 cars in and shutting it down, so it seems to be working fairly well. I had some calls yesterday and today about we did have one of our sheriff's cars involved on an accident up on the I-59 or up on the interstate, and that deputy is, from what I understand, has been released. It was a very serious accident. It was entrapment, and it's just it did happen, and the deputy was involved in it. So, but other than that, we'll keep you up on that and exactly how that goes. I know the other person was seriously injured, so keep them in your prayers. Today, Carey will, when I finish here, she'll talk a little bit about elections and give you some update on that, because don't forget, tomorrow's the day. That's the day you've been waiting on here, June the 9th, and that's the last day to vote all day long, and you have to go to your precincts. Had a couple calls, in fact, just before I came in here, one from South Dade, one from North Dade, about if they've got their ballots. We've answered that question a few times, but if you haven't been watching, they did mail in their request. They did get a ballot, but they laid on their desk. They didn't vote, and so you can still vote. You need to either fill it out and bring it and put it in the box here before 7 o'clock tomorrow. But probably the easiest thing for you to do, if you wanted to, is just take that with you and turn it in, just surrender it there at where you're voting at, whatever precinct it is, and they'll let you vote right there. So either way, it might be easier for you just to go ahead and fill it out and take your time tonight and run it down here, because you can do this 24 hours a day here on the ballot box, and I'll assure you it will be counted. Whatever you vote for, they will empty that. They actually empty it twice a day, and tomorrow, I don't know, they may wait till 7 o'clock or whatever to empty it, but it doesn't matter what time you put it in out here at this box. You just drive up, don't even have to get out of your car, drop it in there, and it's secure. We have cameras on it all the way around, so yes, it will be counted. Daniels Road Bridge, mention it every day because it's important. It'll be open back up July the 15th. It's totally closed down. Nursing home, mention that. That's big news to a lot of people. They're out at the Dade Health and Rehab. That's fine. The COVID-19, they thought they had some positive reports that came back, which they did come back positive there, but they retested everyone in there, all of their residents and all the staff, and janitorial and everyone came back negative. So that is great news. And if you don't believe that, listen to what Bradley County is going to up there on that nursing home up there. It's such a sad thing, But we're proud of those people out there. They really went overboard and to keep their people safe. Mentioned too, our city and county parks, they're open. The playgrounds are open. Even the city park down here also. I think you put that online, didn't you? Post it, and so I know everyone's glad of that because both of them are used used quite frequently. But the cities, they just have opened theirs up. So go down there and enjoy yourself. We're working on our park down there, our recreational center, as far as getting the ball games and all started back up. They tore a couple of the what do you call it?
Ball fields.
Yeah, the ball fields. Good Lord.
The scoreboards.
The scoreboard and all's got to be fixed. But anyway, they're working. We got a contractor down there working, and they're going wide open on that so we can get that back. But other than that, everything else down there is open. I want to mention our testing down. I noticed every time I look out the window here this morning, every time I've looked out, there's been cars down there a couple at a time. So a lot of people are taking advantage of our testing downstairs for the COVID-19. That's really a good thing. If you've got any doubt in your mind and you want to get tested, they're there 5 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 1 to 4, Friday 9 to 1. There's no reason not to be tested. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to get out of your car. It's a real simple form that you fill out, and you'll be notified. And it's private, you know. I mean, no one knows the yes or no about it. You'll be notified by phone 3 to 5 days after, and so you know, come down here and do it. I mean, don't sit there at home just wondering, because it's not a big deal. I had it done. All this whole floor that we work on here, we were tested. Everyone came back negative, and it was not. I dreaded it, but it was not as painful as you would think it would be. A little uncomfortable, you know, but anyway, and we started off. They were doing tests on Saturday. They do not do that anymore because no one got with anyone showing up on Saturday. But if you want to be tested on Saturday, you can go to Lafayette. If that's the only day you can do it, they are doing it over there 5 days a week plus the Saturday. And I don't know, did you ever get a time frame on them? I think we'll try to do that this week and get that posted and get their because they are still doing it over there at the health department on Saturday. And Lawson Medical, if you I'd rather have the blood draw. Lawson Medical, they're doing a blood draw there, and their hours are very flexible too. They do it Monday and Thursday, 5 o'clock in the evening until 9 o'clock at night. So if you come in the evening, you know, eat supper or whatever, you can go over there, do the blood draw. Now there is a charge on that. There's a $25 charge plus a lab fee. Also, she does it on Saturday and Sunday from 8 till 6. So, you know, you've got all day long there. You know, you can come and go or whatever. And now, like I said, there's a $25 fee there plus the lab fee. Also the Walker County, I'm not sure whether they've shut that down at the center over there, not the Ag Center. Do you know?
I don't know.
I know we've only got the Walker County Health Department, but if you have any questions about the Walker County site, you can call 706-375-7705, and Carey's got that on our website. Another big thing that we talked about the other night, I only got this information Thursday night, right before the meeting Thursday, was on the SBA disaster loans and help from SBA. We are able, being Dade County, Dade, Walker, and Catoosa, to actually pull from the Tennessee partners in Tennessee, and that means that, you know, if you've had damage in the county, even though you'll be calling the Tennessee number to deal with them, you'll be able to actually go online. Dr. Carey's got the app there and got the number, and you can actually fill out those forms to get help if you've had your home blown away or any damage or whatever done. We just found this out just the end of last week. So, and you've only got now until the 20th now, this deadline to get these forms in. But it's a real simple form, it looks like, to fill out. And so, you know, do that. I mean, if you've had any damage or anything, and of course the people too that it doesn't matter, you know, if you've got insurance or not. You know, they're looking, you know, to help anyone, not just if you don't have insurance. So, but try to do that if you've had any damage at all. Let me see if I've left anything out. Don't think so. I moved our numbers here. Georgia right now, total cases, confirmed cases in Georgia, they're at 51,898. That's up from 49,847. So that's a pretty fair jump. In Dade County, we're up to 42 now. We went from 40 to 42. That's with 11 antibody tests. But active cases right now, from the numbers that we can compile here, we actually have throughout the county 12 active cases. that means the rest of these people are already back in their everyday life, work, whatever. So we've got 12 active cases. We've had one deceased, of course. Walker County, they went from 178 to 194. They have 44 antibody tests there. Catoosa County went from 146 to 159. They also have 23 of those that are antibody tests that can be taken away from that. Chattooga County, they stayed the same at 25. Whitfield County, they were at 427 yesterday and they're at 494 today. Gordon County went from 181 to 202. That's a pretty good jump for Gordon. They have 2 antibody tests out on that. Floyd County, they went from 292 to 323. They have 1 antibody test. Bartow County, they went from 504 to 522, and that's still Bartow County has been the high runner in this, and they're still going up down there. Totally in Georgia, we have 1,403 unknown counties. That's unknown addresses or addresses that have not been put with a county yet, and that could be any county in the state of Georgia. Total deaths in the state of Georgia, there's 2,180. That's up from 2,147 as of yesterday. Tennessee, they have 26,631 confirmed cases. That's up from 25,120 as of yesterday. They also, in those numbers, out of that 26,381, they have 17,222 people that have recovered. They're back to work, back to normal everyday life. So you can deduct that from that, and you can kind of get an idea of how many really active cases the total Tennessee has as these counties I'm fixing to read you in Tennessee. Hamilton County, they're up from 964 yesterday to 1,028, so they've topped the 1,000 number. But they also, out of that, have 357 recoveries, and they have 19 deceased out of that. Marion County, they went from 44 to 45. They have 34 recoveries and 1 deceased. Grundy County, they went from 31 to 32. They have 27 recoveries with 1 deceased. Sequatchie County, they're 20. They're still at 20, and they have 7 recoveries. Midge County, they stayed the same at 27, have 22 recoveries. Bradley County, they went from 166 to 199 with 121 recoveries and 1 deceased. Moving to Alabama, they have 20,590 confirmed cases total in the state of Alabama right now. That's up from 19,073. Jackson County, they went from 86 to 94. DeKalb County went from 260 to 272. So the numbers are definitely they're not going down. I mean, they're creeping up, but the more testing we do, we've said this 1,000 times, the more testing is out there, and every county is just like Dade County. They are doing it daily, 5 days a week, some of them 6 days a week, and so it's going to happen. You're getting people out there that you're finding results because the way this thing works, you don't really have to feel sick, or you can have this and not even really know you've got it. And so, sure, if you got a fever and you're coughing and all, you go, and chances are you're going to have it, but you may not even know it. You can be a carrier and not know it. But Carey's going to come up and talk a little bit about elections. If you have any questions, just call me on my cell, 423-667-8999. Carey, I'll turn it over to you for now.
So I do want to talk about elections just a moment, and then I'm actually going to pan the video over so you can see the computer that I'm going to show you. A lot of people have been saying, where do I see my ballots? So I'm going to walk you through that so you can check those ballots out from our website. So a couple of things to remember. Tomorrow is election day. In case we haven't said it enough, we want you to know, we want you to tell everybody tomorrow is election day. Polls open at 7 o'clock a.m. They close at 7 o'clock p.m. And you will need to go to your precinct. So this is extremely important. If you requested an absentee ballot, if you decide to vote in person tomorrow, you have to bring that absentee ballot with you to the polls and turn it in so you can vote. You also need to bring a photo ID with you, and please remember that clothing items including headwear with a candidate's name or slogan cannot be worn within 150 feet of a polling place. Campaigning is not allowed within 150 feet of a polling place. I did want to share some numbers with you. We have approximately 9,000 registered voters in Dade County. In-person early voting, we had 979 people vote in person for early voting. Our mail-in ballots that we've received to this point number 1,414. So that's a total of 2,393 people who have already voted in this election. So as you can tell, we still have quite a few to go to hit that 9,000 registered voters mark in Dade County. So please call everybody you know, tell them to get out and vote. Even if you disagree with them, tell them to vote. Because it's extremely important to do that. So I did want to read the precincts to you, and I'm also going to show you how to find those on our website. So there is the West Brow precinct that's at the West Brow Community Center, which is at 131 Griffin Road, Lookout Mountain, Georgia. There's the North Dade precinct at Wildwood Community Center in Wildwood, Georgia. There's the New Home precinct at New Home Community Center. The South Dade precinct at the South Dade Community Center down in Rising Fawn. There's the New Salem precinct at New Salem Community Center. There is the Trenton precinct here at the Administrative Building. And then there's the Davis precinct at White Oak Baptist Church and Life Center. If you have questions about elections, you can give them a call at 706-657-8170. And so now I'm going to show you on the computer where to find your ballot. A lot of people say I can't find them, and the reason I want to show you on the computer is because there are several steps involved. So you can write them down or you can call me. I'll be glad to walk you through it. My telephone number is 423-290-6655. I have also put a link to our elections page in the comments section. So as I go to my computer, hang out with us and watch me walk through that if you want to watch this, learn how to see your ballots. All right, ready? Okay, have to grab a microphone so you guys can hear. So this is our website at dadecounty-ga.gov. This is what it'll look like when you type it in. So if you'll scroll down, you'll see a tab that says 2020 Vote, Voting Matters 2020. If you'll click on this Read On button, it will take you here to our Voting Matters page. And if you'll scroll down, you can see there's a Vote Here thing, and it tells you your voting precincts. So if you have any question about where your voting precincts are, that's where you go. It shows you where the ballot box is for absentee ballots. So if you'll scroll down a little bit more, you will see right here under the election calendar, to see your voting information and sample ballots, please use the following link to My Voter page. And when you click on this, it will take you here. Over here, you'll put in your first initial, your last name, the county, and your date of birth. And when you do that and click Submit, it'll take you to your voter page. So I've already put my information in here, and this little box comes up, and I know the first time it came up, I thought it was an error, but it's really small print, and it says to see your sample ballots, click here. And you can click to see your sample ballot Republican, sample ballot Democratic, sample ballot nonpartisan. So you'll have to click 3 different times if you want to see the difference in those 3 ballots. So I did go ahead and click sample ballot Republican because that's the one that contains most of our local election information. So this is what will come up when you click this link to see your sample ballot. It will show you here what that ballot looks like. You can read over all the questions. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to call elections at 706-657-8170. And remember to get out and vote.
Got it?
That's it.
Okay, very good report. Okay, we'll, if you have any questions, like Carey said, just give her a call online there. She'll answer anything possible that she can about that, or about any of our topics that we have here on the county here. So just we'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Remember, tomorrow Election Day, like she said. Don't forget that. And my number is 6678999. And give us a call, and we'll be there for you and try to answer your questions. We got any questions today at all?
We did have one. We do have one question, and it says, is Georgia Power still helping to keep people's lights on?
Well, they're still doing, hookups, and also, I don't know what they really mean, but also under the COVID-19, they're actually working with people to. I think they have a non-turn-off policy right now. In other words, you've got to really, they've got to have a really excuse to turn your power off. If that's what you're meaning, they are still, and I'm not sure. I know they extended it. It was supposed to have ended. I think they've extended it another month or so. So if you're having problems, pertaining to that paying your bill, I'd say yes, they are. And you can call. I don't know if you've got any of the Georgia Power numbers on there or not. We can post that number. That I got an 888 number.
We do have that. It's on our. I posted a link.
Yeah. But if that's not what you ask, the question, just call me or get back with her, and I'll call you back and let you know, kind of give you an answer. But I think that probably would answer your question.
And when are we going to stop these? These everyday updates?
We're after Friday, this coming Friday, we'll be doing this once a week on Thursdays, because that Friday is the end of the stay-at-home order, for winding it up, for the elderly people and the people with congestion problems or whatever, with the lung problems, and we'll do that, and we'll also, anything that comes up critical or important in the county, we'll come right back on. If we have to go back to doing these every day, we will, because you don't, you never know what's going to happen, and but we're just we feel good about these. We've had a lot of good response. A lot of people that really, I feel, appreciate us doing this. And we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. It gives us a link to you that I've never had before, except for my phone, But we'll be back tomorrow, though, at 3 o'clock. And just give us a call if you got any questions. Okay.